I hope y'all enjoyed this because just I don't know what sleep is. Okay. I was watching this video. CHAZ is still going. Um, it's still going. There's still people there. Um, it just goes to show how pussy. It's not just Seattle. I mean, it's easy to just say, "Oh, well, Seattle, they're a bunch of pussies and shit libs and they're liberals." No, it's the rest of the country. And I'm not saying, let's go back to the time when, America was ruthless and we beat people up. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that this country has just fallen into appeasement while still being fucked up around the world. We appease everyone here, or at least appear to appease people, and then still are pretty shit across the world. The thing is that, well, they came up there apparently about 5:30 yesterday, and they were like, "Oh, well, we're gonna come in and take these things down." And it's like, "Oh, you're not gonna come in and do that today." And they're just so pussy. They're still holding on to this idea. It's like, "Oh, well, if you cut the budget by this much, who in the hell? I mean, other than people like what's her name, Sawant? Do you think that she's gonna come in and change the budget? I don't think she will. It's just so ridiculous, isn't it? I was watching some videos. I know nobody cares. Ultimately, you're like, why do I care what you say? Just tell me stuff about CHAZ, you loser. I know, but just bear with me. I saw all these videos about African Americans moving back to African nations like Gambia, or Zambia, this and that. And it just seemed like, wow, that would make things so much easier, wouldn't it? I mean, maybe Marcus Garvey had some points. It wouldn't, we wouldn't just, said all the Africans. I think that the more well-to-do folks, why not let them go to, places like Zimbabwe? Well, Zimbabwe's kind of rough, but, let them go to, a country like Burkina Faso, or, as I said, Zambia, or Malawi, or wherever. It'd be so much easier than all this feihua that's going on, isn't it? It seems like it would. Maybe I'm just delirious because it's 2 a.m. and I don't know what sleep is at this point, other than sleeping through, half the day and my mom coming in and wake me up, Merrick, it's 11. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Hey, it's 11 o'clock. It's just like, I don't give a fuck. There's nothing going on anyway. Most things are closed. I don't have any money, so it's like, who gives a shit, But just, I don't know, man. I'm frustrated, but that's a whole other story. But I think I'd squeeze as much as I could out of this. They still have these roadblocks. They still have these folks trying to maintain things. But I think that for the most part, the party's over. A lot of the folks that were intense, a lot of the craziness is gone, I think. But yeah, it's. I think people, but we're more enlightened now, I guess you could say, and that we're just going to wait around. I guess for these folks to play around and thinking that, somehow that the SPD is going to cut their budget by 50%. That's just not going to happen. It's not going to. They'll, they may give lip service to it, but it's not going to happen. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Especially after, allegedly, I'll say that one more time, allegedly, 100,000 calls were placed to the SPD talking about it. They're trying to take over the Western District. They're trying to keep it going. But I think that the narrative has already changed. The narratives have already changed. I think that the powers that be, whether it's in Mississippi or wherever the case may be, that they think they've given in enough where it's like, well, man, now things will calm down. It's not going to. This will ramp up again. And it's just gonna keep. It's just gonna keep happening. That's all that needs to be said at this point. These folks in CHAZ will eventually dissipate, but I think eventually the statues will be gone. The memorials will be gone, of course, and it won't matter. I'm sorry to go down the nihilist route, but it's like, when will America just gain or when will this country gain some sort of backbone? I don't expect it to be the past anymore. I don't even live in the fantasy of the 1950s or whatever time anymore. It's like, I'm not that sort of nationalist. It's just like, I don't know. It's just frustrating, isn't it? But yeah, basically, for those that'll skip to the end of this, I don't blame you. Yeah, CHAZ is still around. It is much less. It's much smaller than what it was, and they're just a small group of folks who are still there. You're not going to do anything. Oh, why don't we change the narrative? They're spoiled, bratty kids. I should say that because I myself am a spoiled, bratty kid, so I know. We're continuing to piss and moan and try to think that somehow the SPD is going to give in to their demands. They won't. Give it up. Give it up. Baby, give it up. That's all you need to do. Let it go. Let it be. Let it be. Sorry. But yeah, it's just... I don't know. Frustration comes back, doesn't it? The frustration is there. It's just... It takes a toll, doesn't it? And we're all just going for a ride, aren't we, at this point? I don't know what to think anymore, frankly. We all secretly have the fantasy zone. I brought it up before. The whole race war type of thing, or just, war in Syria. And it's looking like it's not going to be that way. I'll probably be wrong. Who knows? It'll probably be worse than Syria, but it's just going to keep on just getting gayer and gayer, isn't it, in this country? It really will. The rest of the world will just still ready to be put a foot in somebody's ass, and this country will be like, no, please. You have to lube it up before you put that foot in my ass. Please lube up first. That's how it is. And we'll just give in, won't we? I don't know. Sorry for the nihilism, folks. We'll survive. We will. But at what cost? Everybody's got the big brain idea, and they just think they know better. Anyway, I just figured I'd tell y'all. CHAZ is still going. They still got the the barriers in place to a degree. And of course, the SDOT is just standing there looking like idiots, while these pussies just stand there like, well, we could have done this, and well, we've had these proposals. Just shut up. We don't care about your freaking proposals. Let them take down the barriers and let things go back to normal. That way we can stop talking about it. The meme was funny. It was a funny meme, but it's kind of like, it's like MASH, basically. It's like MASH may have been funny, early on, but it's like, no. MASH went on for what, like 11 years? It went on for too fucking long. This protest, this thing that wasn't called an autonomous zone, but now it became an organized protest. People are leaving because there are 2 lawsuits against the city going on. There's businesses that are about ready to, that are going to let loose, that just don't have the cojones. But yeah, it's ridiculous. You're not going to bully one of the biggest cities on well, let's just say in Cascadia. We'll put it that way. We'll use the imaginary Cascadia for now. But you can't bully that big of a city and bully them and think that, well, we're gonna get them to reduce their budget. It's the same thing with Minneapolis. It's gonna take, they're gonna put that through for years. They're gonna spend years going back and forth, making sure that the, defunding the police is never gonna happen. But we're all just, just locked in, and we're all just going stir crazy. So it's just like, well, might as well do something. Might as well be angry at something, That's all we can do. Just be mad at something, and that's the only thing that gives us energy. The only thing that gives us motivation is anger. And as you get older, you just get more and more numb, and you're just like, what the hell do I have to be angry about? Oh shit. Anyway, have I gone on long enough? I think I have. You're just like, I don't want to watch a 12-minute video of mostly dead air by you, and then a couple minutes of you rambling. No, I don't want to hear it. And I don't blame you. Anyway, maybe I'll have a better video later on. Or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what tickles my fancy, they say. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoy this later today when you guys wake up in about maybe 8 hours or so. Or less. See you later. Goodbye.